Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. This is the journey of me building an affiliate website using Django and Python. And in today's video, I want to set up a Git repository so I can save all the changes in the code base into the cloud. Just a quick reminder, in previous video, I have installed the Python, the Django, I have created the project folder, and I tested that the Django application is working just fine. So let's get into it. The first step would be to set up a Git repository by using one of the Git cloud services. In the past, I was using GitLab, but because of this journey, I want to try something different. And for this purpose, I will try to set up a new GitHub account. The reason why I did not use GitHub in the past was that GitHub did not provide a free plan for solo developers. Therefore, I had to use GitLab as a way to store my code base. Ever since Microsoft acquired the GitHub started to offer a free account. So that is when I created my account on GitHub as well. First, I will go into the github.com and I will sign in and log in with my user account. Now, before I push all the files into the cloud, I need to make sure that the git ignore file exists on my computer and it contains all the files that I want to ignore within the first initial push. So I will fire up the Visual Studio Code. Here I see my project folder, and in this project folder I want to create a new git ignore file. In this file, I will type in every extension, every file I want to ignore. But because the options are endless, I will use a service which will help me to narrow down all the extensions, all the folders that I should ignore. The service is called gitignore.io. So let's load the web page. And here I will type in all the technology stack that I will use. So I will use Python. I will also use Django, and most probably I will use React, Node, maybe Vue.js, and I will add macOS as well, because macOS generate many unnecessary files such as the DS store. And I think that is just enough for us to get going. So I will click on create and I will copy paste all the content and insert it into my git ignore file. I will save the file and now I'm ready to push my project folder into the repository. To do that, I will go into my project folder 10x and I will type in git init. I will use the command git add with a dot, which will stage all the files that are not included in git ignore file into github.com. So I will execute this command. Next, I want to tell my local Git repository that this is an initial commit. That means that all the files should be put into a master branch. I will use command git commit /m with the command initial commit. As you can see, I committed all the files in my 10x project folder, including pip file, pipfile.log, and Django application files. What I want to do next is to push the local repository into github.com. And for that, I downloaded a desktop application for macOS, a GitHub Desktop. And in GitHub Desktop, I will want to add the existing repository that I just created. Okay guys, now I want to add a local repository by clicking on File, Add Local Repository. I will want to choose the path to my project folder and I want to add the repository to the desktop application. There's one last step though. I need to point this local repository to github.com. I'll open my preferences. I will sign in with my GitHub account. And it's done. I just got notified by email that I authorized my desktop GitHub application to be able to authenticate into my github.com account. And if I click again on publish branch, I hope it will just work. I will keep the name, I will leave description empty, and I will want to keep this code private. and it's done. Hopefully next time it will be much more streamlined since I already have a GitHub, I already have a Django ready, and I can wait to start coding. So thank you for watching and see you in the next episode.